Watching Facebook Live. One part of you on the prayer.
Right. Our God is thank you. And this time here, of the one true gift, your son Jesus Christ. We thank you. We ask you now to do this council and these items were extra, Lord, give good knowledge and good to be pleasing to God. We ask these things in Christ's name.
Amen. Free of information or not, it's one of the skills of the wonderful adult and Marion County notified the date, time, place, the agenda of this meeting. Approval of minutes, October 23rd, 2025. Motion got a second in discussion. All fair side, aye. Vote likewise, ayes have it. November 10th, 2025, special call meeting. Got a motion, got a second in discussion. All fair side, aye. Vote likewise, ayes have it. November 12th, 2025, special call meeting. So got a motion, got a second in discussion. All fair side, aye. Vote likewise, ayes have it. November 18th, 2025, special call meeting. So moved. Second. Have a motion, got a second discussion. On Thursday, aye. Vote likewise. That's it. November 23rd, 2025, special call meeting. So moved. Second. Got a motion, got a second discussion. On Thursday, aye. Vote likewise. That's it. Resolution.
As chair, members of the council, what we have here is a resolution for supporting the future interstate highway 70, interstate highway 73, and we have Mr. Al Simpson here who's in the audience, and he works with the Myrtle Beach Chamber of Commerce, and he's lobbying them for us as well. To help bring I-73 to fruition. I was in Washington last week, had the opportunity to meet with the entire South Carolina congressional delegation. We talked a lot about 73 and the importance of 73. And I think what when people fail to realize when they think about 73, they think it's only going to help Myrtle Beach, help get tourists to Myrtle Beach a lot faster. That part is true. It will help that the coast down there. But what people fail to realize, Horry County, Myrtle Beach provide a lot of tax dollars to the South Carolina coffers as a result of all these tourists going there. But for us, as a rural county like Marion, and you all know the challenges we have trying to get industry to locate here in Marion County. What we see, I-73 could also be an economic engine for this county for the mere fact that there are two proposed interchanges here in Marion County with I-73, 107 right there before you get to Old Collins Motors. And then one in Zion right there at the crossroads. And you all know this very well, I'm preaching to the choir, is that when we are talking with industry personnel and they're looking to locate their business elsewhere, and, you know, when they're looking at Marion County, one of the things they always ask us about interstate access. We do know from experience and history has taught us that industry and business like to locate on or near an interstate. And so with I-73, with the two proposed interchange, that could become an economic engine for Marion County. And of course, we know an interchange without infrastructure is dead. And so it would be left up to us to make sure we put the infrastructure in place so that we can develop and grow industry and business along the interstate. And so for us, it's really, economic, growth. And we feel like this would be, another little toolbox for a rural county like Marion. When we look at counties that have interstate access, as opposed to those that, does not, there's a difference. And we know that. And so, this resolution is only supporting, the development and funding of I-73. And hopefully, there will be a infrastructure bill, in Congress this year, and we're hoping that we can get, a good chunk of those funding to start, building, I-73. They've already acquired about, all the, right of way. And of course, Horry County has put millions and millions of dollars, on the line to build I-73, which is, very helpful. Of course, the state is gonna have to set it up, and also, put some skin in the game. So that's kind of where we are. So we would recommend adopting this resolution in support of funding I-73.
So moved.
Second. Motion, got a second, any discussion? All fair say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, ayes have it. Deputy, would you like to say something?
Al, would you like to make a few comments?
Well, first off, I'd like to thank y'all for doing this, and been working for a long time with the chamber and their DC representative, and also on this and many other things. But I can't really sum it up any better than Senator Williams did when it comes down to it. The importance of this and the reason we're pushing so hard right now, as he said, is the highway, the surface transportation bill coming back up this fall in Congress. And what we're after is, a bucket of money from that particular pile to be set aside for these future interstates. And when you look at the future interstate map across the country, there's a lot of those areas. We'll get a little bit of it, but we need a little bit to get started, because it's not so much as Senator Williams said, Horry County's done a lot. We need to figure out ways to help Marion and Dillon. And that's going to be state, federal, and sometimes local money when it comes to it. But if you have any questions regarding this, I'm happy to answer.
I know you've been talking all about this. What chance do they say in the next 3 to 5 years?
Well,
collecting money.
Yeah, great question, Ms. Moore. I think that it's still going to be a tough slate. I mean, it really is, because it is like, if you look at the maps in the country where these interstates go, in the west, it's a lot more vast with interstates. These proposed interstates were proposed in the early 70s. This map was drawn in the early 70s. Horry County has done a good job of going on ahead and getting things, also by getting things in place. As Senator Williams said, so much of the right of way hurts the economic impact. Economic impact studies have been done, fought in court, and prevailed. So you just need to do that. That's a long answer to your question, probably not drafted, but I would say, if we can get, if the surface transportation bill were $100 billion, which I don't know what it's going to be, I suspect if we could peel off $1 or $2 billion for that, and the funding would be programmatic, right? I mean, or formulaic. So South Carolina would get based on the number of miles that state has. So it's a little bit, but it's enough to start. And that money is probably more than likely already we would request it to come to Marion, to come to Dillon to get it started. And Marvel, you guys are far ahead of some of the other counties in support of this. I'll just say that, which I thank you very much.
We need to make any kind of request to congressional delegation regarding their specific title.
What I can do, and I'll get it to Ms. Davis here, what I can do is get a kind of a little outline of what it is. That pot of money, we all know Washington's right now, so it's all just kind of on who knows what's gonna happen, what's that, right? But they've got to pass this bill. This bill is, and this is a one bite at the apple thing for doing with the surface transportation bill, because it only comes up every 6 years. So it's a one-time funding mechanism for 6 years, and that includes, rail in the Northeast, mass transit areas, as well as highways. And highways have gotten less in the past couple of years than some of the other things. So developments in there. You do need to reach out to your delegation. Congressman Fry is very, very, very active. But he's going to be a very positive, cheerleader for this. What I will say though is, Senator Graham, Senator Scott is where I would really put focus on that. That's really good. And of course, the whole congressional delegation as well. But keep in mind, those guys have their counties to worry about, in Congress, just like Russell has his to worry about here on the coast. So yes, please reach out, but I will concentrate on the Senate office.
Is there a possibility, like on 22, what y'all did in Marion County or whoever was responsible, if we start doing a lot of that, maybe when this money does come available, start doing South Carolina, and not, you can't be concerned about all this other. If we can start, we at least be, our part or our leg up would be a little further along.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I mean, this is a marathon and not a race, right? I mean, it's been a marathon for 32 years. So, this is not the first time y'all probably heard it. The answer is yes, but I think we're going to add something. One of the things, can I just say one of the things that Horry County has done, and they are unique in the state, is they've had their ride program, their own ride board, and every different program, which penny sales tax, transportation, and every single one of those has increased significantly over the past 20 years, I would say. And that is where they've gotten the money. They've got enough money to actually, this ride, the way ride is figured out right now, they could probably finish Marion County line. They just can't spend that money anywhere.
And that's what I was going to point out, it's very important, is that Horry County has already figured out a way to do their leg from Horry County to Marion County. This money that we're requesting from Congress, little piece of the pie, will be for the leg from Marion County, Dillon County, and Marlboro County. So it will be specifically spent in these three counties. And like you said, Horry County monies can only be spent in Horry County.
Yeah, I think that that's absolutely right, and I think that the big thing is any little bit helps along, because you guys have not done the right thing. You have not done the economic impact. I mean, the environmental impact studies. I don't think
We have
that's point.
not to.
And the state, as Senator Williams will probably agree, there's also about 90 other projects that are at kind of shovel ready. So, which it is in Horry County, and be a road, nowhere right. I'm happy to answer your question. I don't want to take a lot of time.
I have one last question.
Yes, sir.
$1 for portion on Marion County to all of them.
I don't. That's an answer you get. Thank y'all, and thank you for support the resolution. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ordinance.
All rising. Affiliates, private investors, provide for professional revenue credits in connection with the establishment and the expansion of certain facilities in the county. Funding. This Marion County Industrial Business Park and certain special revenue credits will be available to the company and project free from housing revenues. take action on second.
With my attorney.
So moved.
We have a second for discussion. All fair side. So likewise,
For the following items that are on the agenda, all of these first weeks to provide lines, with action things that we can try to sufficient first. Starting with item two, first reading of ordinance 1.5-09, an ordinance authorizing the amendment of ordinance 2024-4, increase the time limit to come to comply with the terms of the contract. Item B, first reading of ordinance 2025-0, and also authorizing the county to release communication power, all access, all with access easement within the whole county land for site on American County Legislature number 21-0-0-0-0-0-0-0-0. These fire training and all place the 1.5 and 4 ordinance. And actually, two of their part. I repeat, the first reading of ordinance 2025 approved and all authorized the county to make it a clean line easement. With that certain period, after such consideration as shown as well. Item H, for the reading of ordinance 2025-4, and ordinance authorizing county to convey an additional line to satellite public service authority with that certain area of Marion County tax parcel number 055-000-271-000 as shown on the exhibits attached here too, and for such consideration.
thank you. Committee report, committee number one, have nothing at this time.
Committee number two has nothing.
Legal update.
The chairman, I don't have anything in this section, although I do have 3 items that are covered by privilege.
Ms. Kenny, the opening change.
Morning.
Morning.
Thanks for having me. The reason I'm coming before you this morning is that I'm looking at the main change before you said the only road to one South Carolina or Highway 41 in Marion, South Carolina. The reason being is the reason being is that my grandfather, his name was Fred Allen Smalls. He was 106 years old when he received his culinary high school diploma. It was approved by the Marion County academics, council, as well as Georgetown County. He then was given accolades by Russell Prime, who's a congressman, who actually won a Philhouse tour in Washington, D.C., providing the resolution to him. I'm asking because I feel that information is very important and valuable, and that a person of 106 years old can be a testament to those that are coming up behind him to look and keep the vision of seeing academic. So again, I am asking for your consideration for a name change of Mullins, in front of Mullins High School, which is down Village Road, or from Highway 41, which is where the Marion Middle School is, or whatever other road being where there is a school that can be considered. Those are the top one why you can see the number of high school from Mullins High School.
what would it encompass for us to know? Now, let's say a partial road, that not one, I guess that road is all the way to clear, from, Front Street, way back, all the way through there.
Chairman, if I may, respond to that first, I don't think you have authority
Okay.
as a county government body, but I believe those are state roads that she referenced, that only the state can do that, I believe, unless it's a county.
My understanding is that we have county road, I have talked to Marion, Marion City Council approximately a year ago, and was told that it was a county road. I have spoken to the office of Mr. Hemingway, Saul, Hemingway, and I haven't been today, but I also know that in terms of the chain of command, that Mr. Williams, Senator Williams, can also move this
Mr. Chairman, we can verify whether or not that's a county road, and we have to do that, and there is ongoing discussion with the Marion County Delegation to her request.
I would like to make the for, is there anything that I need to show up for the delegation of PLCC, please let me know.
Sure.
So that I can, not, police know this. I would also say to you all that, what I am working on at this point is this week, is that, I've spoken with the employees over the summer. We did end up having a business opportunity in regards to supporting the youth in regards the legislative library pilot, but they were all put up so that we didn't Mars. In addition, as we speak, as of December 20th, here in that CP Jordan Auditorium, we're having a gospel concert, a benefit concert. And the reason for that concert is to support and raise money for 10 $1,000 scholarships we give to the area youth here in the area as well as Morristown County. And it is being television, it is being advertised on WJAY. There are flyers that have been circulated all over the place. Churches are aware of the event and are supported. And so what my point is, not only do I want to have this name change for this, for my grandfather's legacy, and for the fact of what education meant to him, and not being able to have it in his own time because of situation. But we are giving, we are trying to uphold you. We are trying to do what is necessary to give people the understanding that education is important, and that's what we stand for. So we do hope that you would consider our plea for this, and that in the soon coming.
Thanks, Davis. Great.
Good morning, Chairman, Council, morning, staff, and community. So I'm here as a courtesy of basically working from the house. I just wanted to bring your attention. So I have a beautiful introduction. And as I'm speaking, I would love to pause and if it's okay, just pass it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I'm here to make you aware of the self-production company. They did started with the post out watching, and the post out here. And from there, I started by Christmas. I try to stay in the area because there are so many people and children who are interested in arts. And they could appear there. Our very first Christmas movie, we had year this in the very first scene of the movie. So I appreciate your support. All of them, he have no lines, but his physical presence was very minimal. So those people, events happen when you're shooting a Christmas community or production show. So we have local, I try to hire within county, the makeup artists from Orleans, I have a stage from Gresham, so we try to keep it in the area, but there's so many times there. I try to also use the different areas out my area in Orleans. For example, we had our a Christmas blessing with Bernadette Sims. She was a good time for. She was in Marion County for 2 days. I try to keep everything on the ground quiet, so we maintain safety. No, big crowd, I just want to come in, shoot my film, and be police quiet and make sure that we keep the property and whatever they're using. So that we don't have any issues with county or, public property owners. So I just try to make sure we are following the law. I'm not here to ask anything, I'm just here to feel there. In case you see us in the, 2026 downtown area, we feel film through 9 times out of 10, that would probably be, to Christmas Eve or whatever that is. I do also have a Good Town Foundation, thanks to Dr. Member, who sat a year ago, but she helped me with, organizing a Good Town Foundation. And what that organization or foundation is also, we have students who come in and either they are acting or they are behind the scenes running the filmmaking production, how everything works, just to get the hands on. From those that have come from me as acting, have gone on to do like Hallmark movies, have doing their own films, so it's like a stepping start here in the county. I try, like I said, I try to stay home just to give the opportunity to those that don't have the means to travel to around or maybe on the other, but they can start here to look at the if you look through the page, you'll see all of the different films that have been shot. Those films have been made here in Marion County, or Marion in our home back here. So there's a beautiful landscape here that y'all don't see. For example, we shot September, we filmed movies at the Little League State Park. Beautiful area. So we met with the department, we met with the state, and they gave us a movie. If you all are available December 21st, I'll be showing I'll be showing more than a post crackpot story at the Old Berkeley High School. We showed it twice at the Swamp Box Theater, and I decided to bring it back out this Christmas season. So we have the recording online, and we have a great sponsor. And also before I leave, my mom, and I'm not happy for anything, but I was doing something that we needed and women work very hard for all. And for this work, thank you. And she, okay, just to thank you for working. Thank you so much.
My wife loves, I don't know how much you have to do with Hallmark, lifetime. Loves all of it. Maybe she got to see some of you people.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate what you're doing.
Yes.
We can help one shot. Make your life forward, look forward. You say, I'm watching, I look for it all here. Thank you for what you were.
Thank you so much, sweetheart.
Thank you.
But thank you all. I have to go back and, I have to give credit. When we first started, I was doing the Northern Coast, and we would be first alumni, would bring in all the trail stages, Bridge, Rain St. Mary, and, my mom, of course, but also Miss Serena Davis, she was a big part of bringing everybody back together those first few years. And then when we shot the documentary, it was no problem when I called, Senator Williams, like, hey, I need you to speak, and he spoke so eloquently on camera and talking about those days afterwards. So this is support, when I'm calling, hey, can we can we do a cameo, we're all very supportive in that area. So thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all have a good day. That's. Yes.
Let the manager, let I have a lot of different process.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, members of the council, the most, brief, on your, in front of you, you should have an invite from the Marion County Long-Term Recovery Group, to their, Christmas gathering at Joy Hope Christian Church, December 18th, from 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. Which is all origin. Also in front of you, you will have the, our shelter, which is the nonprofit, group that supports our American Animal Shelter. You will have their October and November financial expenditure report in front of you. Also, you will have the, Marion County, income statement from our county treasurer, out to the vote for October, and let me make sure this is for, October and November. No, September and October, I'm sorry, yeah, September and October, in front of you, and Mr. Chairman, that is all I have, other than that, executive session. And now is one economic development, hopefully, Daniel, EMS, service agreement, contract, landfill, and one contract, and also our landfill clearing, not clearing, topographical area for contracts, right?
So, second, got a motion, got a second, on discussion, on first aye. Aye. With appointment of training here.
Vice Chairman, Atkinson, point. Mr. Conde does, the training committee here, I took a letter that they want to reappoint, your appointee to the board. So that's your district.
I think this is it, yeah.
President, comments from the council.
Thank you. The last 4 or 5 months, probably, I have more confidence on how the county is managed and work with our employees, including the things. So I really appreciate it. I haven't had any calls except maybe a double road, which you expect back here. I really appreciate it.
I have, Sheriff Wallace reached out to me, the staff would like to, Jonathan Davis Day, a proclamation. This is the other day. Lost his life around January 6th. So. Was. Motion got second discussion. All those aye. Aye. Likewise, I say.
Mr. Chair, move that. Make a motion. To reappoint him to Brandon Davis.
Second. Motion got second discussion. All those aye. Aye. I say. Session. All right. Factual, economic development, with Mary, landscaping, lawn contract, public council joint commercial service agreement, land deal, contract. Second. Now, move to second discussion. All those aye. Aye. Opposed? Special. Taking the motion to come out of the session, back into the session. So move. I said. Got a motion, got a second, any discussion. All those aye. Aye. Likewise, I said. Karen.
Mr. Chairman, members of the council, I could just ask approval for, the landscape contract form that I was generated. Supplied to Bill along with the landscape RFP.
So move. Second. Motion got a second, discussion. All those aye. Aye. Likewise.
Mr. Chair, I would like to wish everybody Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
And a motion to adjourn. Second. A motion got a second.